one of the great upsets in the history of the NFL. You guys were dominating the league with your offense. You come in, you take on the Patriots, and I'll tell you what I remember. There's two things I remember most. One is that it was the first time that a team was introduced, right? You guys got introduced individually, like Kurt Warner, Torrey Holt, and then all of a sudden, and now the New England Patriots, and they just all come running out. You're like, wow, that's different. And then they kept you guys out of the end zone. They kept. How'd they do it?
Well, I mean, there was a couple things. The first thing is they had a great game plan. And the game plan to me, and I didn't discuss this with Bill Belichick, so I don't know exactly what he told the guys, but I believe what he told them was, okay, we're going to grab them, we're going to hold them, we're going to beat them up, we're going to throw off their timing, we're going to be physical with them, and we're going to force the officials to throw a bunch of those yellow hankies. Because here's what I know, is you get into a Super Bowl, they do not want a bunch of yellow hankies on the field and the officials dictating the game. So we're going to do that as long as we can get away with it. Once they start throwing some of those hankies, we'll change it up a little bit. But they just knocked us out of rhythm. They got physical with us. They hit me. We didn't play our best game. I think they took us out of our game. We made a lot of mistakes. But I give a lot of credit to them, to what their game plan was, how they attacked us and got physical with us. And then ultimately in the second half, some of those yellow hankies started to come out, and we started to have some success, and we're able to tie the game up with 2 minutes to go or whatever. And then we ushered in the Tom Brady era with allowing him to make his first comeback and the Adam Vinatieri kick, first Super Bowl that was finished on a kick to win the game. So it was a huge upset, but I give them a lot of credit for going in with a great approach. Even though I didn't like it much, they went in with a great approach, and that's what led to the victory.
If I would have told you 15 years ago that the guy who was the second-year quarterback just kind of managing the game for them, Tom Brady, would 15 years later be widely regarded as, if not the greatest quarterback ever, right there in the discussion, you would have thought I was a liar, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would have thought you were crazy. I mean, based on what we saw that year, I think he threw one touchdown pass in the entire playoff run that they had. In the Super Bowl, he got the MVP, but he threw for like 125, 130 yards.
It was we couldn't figure out anybody else to give it to, so we gave it to the quarterback.
And so, nobody would have expected it at that time. I will tell you what you saw in those last 2 minutes, his poise, his ability to make plays, no panic, that's something that carries with him, throughout his career. And really what has defined him is what he's like in those moments. But if you looked at the rest of the game, I don't think there's anything in there that would have said, hey, this guy's got the makings to be the greatest quarterback that's ever played our game. That was just something that came with time and came with opportunity.